What's up, Reddit steak community? I posted a picture of a steak I cooked last night and it got 1,400 upvotes or something and a bunch of comments asking for me to tell you guys how I cooked it. So I got some of my friends together and we're gonna cook some steaks for you and some mac and cheese too and take you through the whole process, at least how I do it. I've tried and failed many times cooking steaks and I think I've kind of found more or less how I like to cook it and the temperature I like to eat it at. So we'll take you through it step by step. Obviously you can tweak this however you want. Some people like it cooked more, some people like it cooked less, but I'll take you through my process and hopefully it'll give you a good foundation to start cooking steaks on your own. So the first step, of course, is to let the steaks sit for at least 30 minutes. You do not want to cook the steaks soon after they've come out of the fridge. I even let them sit after they've come from the store. But it's been like 45 minutes. They should be around room temperature, so we should be good to roll. This is my sous chef, Noah, and he has not cooked as many steaks as I have. So the whole point of this is to show you that you can totally do it too, because I'm gonna tell Noah how to do it, and in turn, you will learn how to do it as well. So the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna grab our steaks. We've got these beautiful prime fillets just for this video, and you're gonna wanna pat them down on all sides. You really wanna get that extra juice off. Make sure that the paper towel is absorbing the moisture. Look at how much juice is coming off. You don't want any of that. Look at how much came off of Noah's. That's great.
Wow, you can really tell the difference from like before you started patting it. This one's like a lot wetter.
Right. Look at how much juice is coming off of these steaks. You really want to get rid of all of that. The next thing you want to do, we're gonna salt and pepper the steaks. You can get the sides a little bit. And really, don't be afraid of the salt. You're not gonna ruin the flavor of the steaks. It looks pretty good. And then when you have some excess salt, you can pick it up with your steaks. And then once you've salted them to your liking, you do some pepper. And I only pepper the top and the bottom. Rub that around. And don't be afraid of the seasoning too much. Most of the flavor is gonna come from the meat itself, which is what you want. You're not gonna ruin the steak. A big part of cooking steaks is just the confidence that you have. And another big part is the quality of the meat. So don't be afraid of the steak. Once you have those seasoned to your liking, you're gonna want to put the oil in the pan. Okay, so what we've got going on here is we've got our two pans. We've got them at medium-high heat, olive oil, and you're gonna want a thin layer across the whole pan. That's about enough for that one. Noah? Spread that across and we're gonna let that heat up. You're gonna want to crush your garlic flat, boom, crushed. You do that to all of your cloves. So first you're gonna have to wait until the oil is smoking, but then the second the oil starts to smoke, you're gonna wanna grab your steaks and put them in the pan. Make sure to move the steak around the pan a little bit so that you can collect some of that oil that may fall off to the sides of the pan. Then you're gonna want to pat the top of the steaks to make sure that the entire bottom of the steaks are touching the pan to make sure you get that nice uniform sear. Then, once you've patted the steaks down and grabbed some of that oil, you're gonna wanna let them sit and sear for 2.5 to 3 minutes on medium-high heat. Once your timer goes off, grab your rosemary, thyme, garlic, and butter. I use half a stick of butter per steak and throw those all into the pan at the exact time you flip the steaks. At that point, you're gonna want to turn the heat down from medium-high to medium-low. Then you're gonna wanna baste non-stop for about 3 minutes. Make sure that all of that garlic and the herbs are in the butter melting as you baste the steaks. After that 3 minutes is up, I like to cover the pan, turn down the heat just a touch more, and let the steaks absorb all of that flavor for about 2 more minutes. Then, if you did use a lid, remove it, flip the steaks, and baste the other side of the steak for about 1 more minute. Depending on how thick your steak is, it will be done cooking soon after this point, so you're gonna wanna check the internal temperature. Then, you want to continue cooking the steaks, flipping occasionally until you reach your desired internal temperature. The moment you reach that temperature, pull the steaks. If you want another sear, blast the heat for a minute and then sear no more than 25 to 30 seconds. Now, rest the steaks for at least 10 minutes. Set a timer and be patient. Now, cut the steaks. They should look a little bit like this, and enjoy.